Hi. I'm back from the supermarket. I had a few things I had to get. Really great stuff. Organic, which is very healthy, no pesticides. And I wanted to show you, I have some carrots here and parsnips. And, okay.
All right, and action.
Oh, and I have some wonderful carrots and parsnips, but I wanted to show you that you can really get a purple carrot. Okay? So that is wonderful. And then I got a wonderful sweet potato. I like these long ones because when you cut it, they don't take as long to cook and you don't have to do as much work. And this was another parsnip. And then, would you believe, you've heard of turmeric, that's really good for healing? Well, this is real turmeric, you see, and it's very orange. And it tastes sort of like carrots, and you can just cut it up, and it's organic. You just wash it, you don't have to peel it. Really, really healthy for any kind of pain and inflammation you have. So that's that. And then we have ginger, also good for inflammation. We can make a wonderful ginger tea. You can just tear it apart, cut a little piece, put it in boiling water, and make a wonderful ginger tea. Or else it's wonderful with rice or fish. So a lot of uses for that. And then we have organic garlic. Now, you can do the cloves with it and cut it, but you can just pop this whole thing, peel this off, the other husk. You can pop it in the oven and bake it, and you have a whole garlic. And it tastes fabulous. And then I'm going to show you a few other things. The red onion, which is, you can use raw or cooked. It has a lot of color for festivity for Christmas. And we have, and here's a wonderful squash. It has a little orange, a little green, very Christmassy. And then we have some potatoes. These are fingerling potatoes. And what's so nice about these, it comes in all kinds of colors, purple, the red russet, and the beige, which are really nice. All organic, you don't have to peel them, you just wash them. Then we have something that's really unusual. This is burdock root. It looks really ugly. It looks like the bark of a tree. That looks like a little tree, Rhea. But what this is really good for liver cleansing. So this is also organic, so you just have to wash it and cut it, and it's white inside. If you want to peel it, you can peel it, but not necessary. And the last things I'm going to show you, these are sunchokes. Sunchokes. Yes, these are really good for diabetes because they don't raise your sugar level, and they're really healthy, and they're a wonderful potato alternate. Instead of using potatoes, you can use sunchokes. Again, they're also organic, so no pesticides. You can just wash them and cut them. If you want to peel them and you're into that, you can do that. You can bake them, you can boil them, you can stir fry them. And of course, we have a pumpkin. Wonderful for pumpkin soup or pumpkin stew, or even as a dessert, you can use pumpkin. So this is leftover from Halloween. So and Thanksgiving, so this is a wonderful Christmas treat. So that gives you a little idea of some of the things we're doing today. Okay, now don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. I'm just going to take off my coat and my hat.
Okay, now while you're doing that, I'm going to take a close-up of all these great vegetables.
Right, okay.
So you're taking off your coat and hat. All right.
Oh, here I am. I'm back. I've got my bandana on to keep my hair out of my face. So we're going to take out the duck, which is very festive. And we're going to have the duck. We don't need much duck. You really don't. This is organic, so it's really good. You only need 2 ounces. You don't need an 8-ounce piece of meat. What you want is more vegetables and less meat for healthy. We also have portobello mushrooms. Oh, here we have a nice old piece of duck, enough for 2 people. You don't need more than 2 ounces of meat, of protein. this is sufficient. We don't need 8-ounce steaks. It takes a lot to digest that. What we want to do is have more vegetables, less meat for health. Then we have some portobello mushrooms. They are also wonderful. You can slice them up or you can have them whole. You can saute them and they're wonderful. And then for a salad we have some organic arugula, which has a very peppery taste. Not too peppery, but a little peppery taste, so it makes it more interesting than bland lettuce. So there we go with that. Okay, I'm putting the duck in the oven, and I'll be right back because I have to turn my back to you to get to the oven. By the way, we can use, for the duck, we can use a glass plate, a glass bowl there. Or we can use these copper bowls that have a lift-out little tray so that it catches the grease that's in the bottom. So I'm going to see which one I'm going to do here. I'll use this one. Going to rinse this off and put it in the tray and then pop it into the oven. So simple. Now what I'm going to do with this tray is I'm going to take some carrots and parsnips. I'm just going to pop them into the oven too. That'll make it very, very easy. Just a little rinse off here. I'm just going to trim off the edges. So I make everything very easy because, you know, we want it nutritious but very easy because we don't have a lot of time. We can just throw these in here. Really easy. Organic, you don't have to peel them. And that will be popped into the oven. Couldn't be easier, right? Oh, I think I'm going to have some quinoa. I just keep it in my microwave because I don't use the microwave because I don't like all that radiation. So I'm just an old-fashioned gal that likes to do it the old-fashioned way, nutritious and healthy. So I'm going to pour this in a container and rinse it. I like to rinse everything because the government says you can allow 2% of insect droppings, so I like to rinse it a few times. I'm going to get a sieve. I have everything handy here. So handy, sometimes it falls out. There. I like to wash it about 3 times, cold water. And the good thing about quinoa is that it cooks very quickly, and it's an old grain. As I said, quinoa is an old grain. It cooks very quickly. and it's very nutritious. I have some purified water here that I'm going to cook it with. Turn the stove on. And pop it in. Now here's your quinoa. There's many different colors. You can get white or a combination. This is a combination. You can get red. So you can have a lot of variety in color. So I just put like 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water, and I'm going to put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer, turn it down. And you can just do that for 30 minutes. And here's a package of what I got, which is really nice. Organic heirloom quinoa. And I just like to throw things away as I go along so I don't have a big messy kitchen afterward. Now don't go away, we're going to be right back. Water in here to rinse these things off with. Now I'm going to get a few fingerling potatoes in different colors. And you know the children really love all these different colors. And then a couple of sunchokes. And then I'm going to cut up some of this sweet potato. It's a yam. People call them different things. And again, everything's organic, so you don't have to peel them, which saves you a lot of time. And you get the wonderful energy of the peel too. Very nutrients, there are different nutrients. See, they're just going to all go in there. I'm rinsing them. Couldn't be easier. Just going to check on the quinoa. Give it a stir. And also with the quinoa, I'm going to throw these dried cranberries in. Dried cranberries, and very festive, little red. Okay, I'm just looking at page 24 in this wonderful book, Heavenly Delights, Ignatius Erlanger Fund. And I'm looking at page 24 because on page 24 we have a recipe for pumpkin stew. And this gives you an idea what to do for that leftover jack-o'-lantern. And I'll give you the ingredients. It says a can of pumpkin, but I'm going to use real pumpkin and just cook it in some water. A small squash, yellow zucchini, 2 carrots, a can of tomato soup, but you can use marinara sauce. And make it easier, a large onion, paprika, allspice, clove, and cinnamon. So that will be it. And I'm going to wash the pumpkin. And what you do is you can just cut like a slice. Here, let's see, which knife shall I use? find one that I can get in here. Yeah, people are sometimes intimidated to use the real thing and they want to go to canned. But all you do with canned is, all it is cooked pumpkin. And you can just follow the ridges. I'm going to do it off because it's sliding a bit. Use your common sense because safety is important. There you go. And you can roast the pumpkin seeds also. Well, where's the other one? And you put them in a tray in the oven and you'll have your own healthy pumpkin seeds. See, it's not hard at all. There. It gives you an idea. So what you do is you just scrape this out. Super simple. This is what our grandparents did. And then what you're going to do is just cut it into cubes. Helps if you get the right side of the sharp knife. That one didn't go all the way through, so you just want to go back and make sure you've got that. And you could actually even just put it in the oven and bake the whole thing, is what I'm going to do. Now just excuse me a minute while I get the pan for this. Here goes the seeds and the pumpkin. Look how easy that is. Got one more. And you can use the whole pumpkin or just part of it. So I'm going to pop this in the, look at that, does that look yummy? I'm going to pop this into the oven with my pot holder. And there we go. Look at all this. We've got our carrots, our garlic, our pumpkin, our duck, and our yam, fingerling potatoes, and sunchokes. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll put this on the duck on a bed of arugula. Organic, of course. Organic arugula. There we go. And all we have to do is wait till it's all ready, and then we'll set up our plates. And while we're waiting for all our wonderful food to cook, oh, it smells so yummy, that I am going to fix dessert. And guess what? It's going to be easy also in the oven. So I'm going to get out, surprise, some green apples. And of course they're organic. Wash it. And I'm going to get some cinnamon. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And easy, a little Manuka honey, which is very healing honey. And organic cinnamon. There, and a couple other things. Just have to find my cranberries. A whole box of cranberries. And a little bit of, oh no, more. Okay. So here are the cranberries, a little box of cranberries. And if you want, you can just, you could always just put these in some boiling water. The book, okay, just a little space here. So what we do is we'll just cut the apple. Core it. Make it, cut it in half again. There. The apple seeds are poisonous, so you do not want to eat apple seeds. You see a little apple seed here? We don't want that apple seed. And then we're going to pour a little honey on it. A little coconut oil. I'll get a little cinnamon. This is so fresh, I haven't taken the top off. It'd be nice so we don't contaminate it. This is one of the things I also ran out to get. Smells so delicious, and cinnamon is very good for diabetes, so you want to put all that on it. You can be generous, and a little Manuka honey. There we go. Manuka honey, as I said before, is very healing. You can put Manuka honey on a cut, and it will help heal the cut. It's a little pricey, but it's really worth it. You don't need much. So this is all ready to go, and when we have all our other things done, we'll put this in the oven, but we don't need to do that just yet because that will be for dessert. Now, I'm going to leave this here and check on what's happening. Oh, the quinoa is ready. I'm going to bring it over and show it to you what it's supposed to look like. Nice and fluffy. Like it wasn't that easy. 20 minutes for a whole festive meal. And I'm going to show you what our mushrooms and onion mixture is looking like. Yum, yum. It's so looking so good. It smells delicious, very woodsy. So we have a lot of textures. We have a lot of colors. Here's my pot holder, don't want to. And I'm going to turn this off now. Here's the pumpkin cooking. So easy, and there's the kids are going to love these pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds have a lot of zinc, which is really good for protecting you against colds. So we'll keep those in there. Oh, I don't want my butt in the movie. Get a little olive oil, which is good. You can put the olive oil on afterward. move the apples out of the way, ready to be popped in the oven when the other things are out. Now we have two kinds of different oils we could use. And we want to put this afterward because you don't want it to, it doesn't have it has a lower boiling point. So we can use either olive oil, or here's another, there's many oils. Here's a walnut oil, which is very nice also. So we don't burn anything. I'm going to put these up on the counter. And I'll use, okay, I'm going to put these on the counter there for serving. And I'm going to put the organic olive oil and the organic walnut oil for the guests to serve themselves in case they don't want a lot of oil. They may be on a diet or they may not like it. Let them do their own thing. And you'll have very happy campers. The same thing with the carrots and the garlic. And out comes pièce de resistance, the duck. Oh, it smells so yummy. And if we decide not to have the pumpkin stew, we can just have pieces of pumpkin along with it also. So that would be very good. So don't go away. We're going to serve it in 1 minute. Bye now. We'll see you next time for our next delicious, scrumptious meal made very easily, quickly, and healthy.